Hello, fellow pageant fans. Can you believe, I still can't believe that Miss Universe Philippines has come to an end. It's been like 8 months in the making, and here we are. Some of you have filled me in that the top 5 at Miss Universe Philippines, they were not actually wearing noise canceling headphones. They were outside of the building in the bus or by the bus when each contestant was answering questions. So the whole headphone thing, that's out the window. We still don't really know what has happened, but I don't think it really matters. It seems like most of the women are really supporting Miss Iloilo. As you know, I supported her as well. And whatever happened, maybe we're gonna find out, not really sure. But what really matters is that we are here celebrating and talking about all the women, all of the work that they've accomplished. What a journey it's been for them. They have been working so hard. And even though there was only one winner, they're really all winners. They have all gone through this amazing journey of self-discovery, learning about what they can do, what they can give back to their communities. And that is really what ultimately matters in all of this. So today we're gonna talk about the evening gown competition. The top 16 in their evening gowns. I obviously touched on this a little bit in my live reaction. You would have seen some of my comments, but I didn't talk about every single girl in that video. You can definitely check out that video if you want to see my live reaction in the moment. But today we're going to talk about each of the top 16 in the evening gown competition. Let's go. First up, we have Billie Wren, Skelly Ivy, Florida, in this gorgeous gold, stunning gown. You guys can see it. I don't really need to explain what the gown looks like. To me, she gives off these Barbie vibes. I wasn't a big fan of her hair like that because I feel like we saw her hair like that in a lot of portions of the competition. I would have loved to see something like down, straight, middle part to really frame her beautiful face. But I mean, she looked absolutely stunning, elegant, ravishing, all the words. Next we have Elle Bai wearing Renee Salud. I have said that like 1,000 times. I feel like you guys have heard me say Renee Salud. For those who don't know, I wore a Renee Salud gown dress at this event in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It was a Philippines tourism event and it was such an honor to wear Renee Salud. So here is Miss Elle Bai. This color, I can't really tell if it's like a purpley, mauvey purple color. That's what I would say. I mean, it looked absolutely gorgeous. I would have loved to see a stronger performance from her because I thought she was so fabulous in the swimsuit. So I would have liked to see a little bit more power in the evening gown competition, but bringing the power was Miss Bohol in this blue gown. Look at her face, look at her hair, look at the way she's walking. Some of you were not impressed with her in the preliminary competition. I was kind of one of those people. I felt like she was a little bit too cutesy, like teen boppy. Wow, did she impress me in the evening gown. Absolutely one of my favorite evening gown performances. Sexy, sultry, Miss Universe vibe. I thought she was absolutely outstanding. I thought she gave a 10 out of 10 performance. I would have liked to see a couple of smiles. She was definitely doing the whole smizing serious situation, but she pulled it off. She looked like a queen. Aklan, Cristel Abello, looking beautiful. To be honest, I wanted to see something different from her in the evening gown because she did wear this evening gown in the preliminary competition and I thought it was great, but I felt like she could have done better. I will say I thought her hair was a lot better, a lot more polished. I mean, I'm just really being picky here because all these girls are so outstanding. They gave an amazing performance, each of them, on the final night. Here we have our new queen, Iloilo City, Rabia Mateo, wearing Young Candelario red. I guess it's a kind of burgundy. It's like a burgundy red. Absolutely stunning. You guys would have heard me say in a couple of my videos already, as much as I think she gave an incredible performance, I really think she's gonna have to level up for Miss Universe. Wow, she looks like an absolutely stunning, glowing, gorgeous queen. What really did it for me in her performance were her looks over the shoulder. That final look over the shoulder as she was leaving the stage, that to me really put her gown performance in the bag. Now we have Tracy Maureen Perez from Cebu City. You guys heard me say in my live reaction that I loved the gown, I loved the gems hanging off the gown, but I didn't feel like it had the same effect as when she had like the cape thing, which I'm guessing that they probably didn't want her to have it for the sake of the performance. I'm not really sure, but she still looked absolutely incredible. Her hair was on point. She looked gorgeous. Now we have stunning queen Davao City. This look was absolutely immaculate, impeccable. As much as I love seeing her hair when she has it like this, she still looked like an absolute angel goddess. This is a traditional dress, traditional gown, and she pulled it off like a radiant queen. queen. She was glowing, she was smiling, she was smizing. She looked so freaking elegant. I am still devastated that she did not make it into the top 5. And what I love so much about Davao City, I've said it before, is that she is herself. She isn't afraid to show the world, show the Philippines who she is. That last look over the shoulder, look at her walking off the stage. She just looks like a freaking queen. If you guys can't tell, I love her. I think she's amazing. I just would have loved to see her in the top 5, because I also believe her voice and what she brings to the people of where she's from is so important. She gives a voice to people who maybe don't speak perfect English or communicate in perfect English. And I feel like I could talk a lot more about this, but let me just say this as well. Miss Universe Philippines 2012, Janine Taganon, she was the first runner at Miss Universe, and her answer at Miss Universe said that you don't have to speak English perfectly to be a Miss Universe, that it's about being so much more than speaking perfect English. So I really was hoping that that would come through for Davao City, because being a queen, being an inspiration, being a leader in your community is more than about having perfect English skills. I would love to have Davao City Eliza on this YouTube channel. I would love to be able to chat with her and be able to highlight her and her story in a way that I believe deserves to be highlighted. So comment down below if you want to see Davao City on my channel. Now we have Cavite. Cavite was killing it in this gown performance. I called this gown chartreuse in my live reaction. I wasn't sure if that was the color, but that's what it reminded me of, kind of that yellowy green. She looks stunning. I love the way it draped across the one side, that high slit. I mean, she was working it. The one hand like higher on the hip, the looks over the shoulders. The only thing I didn't like is that she brought one of her arms up kind of high. Anyways, an amazing gown performance. April Smith, Cebu Province, wearing this stunning white gown. This reminds me of like seashells or something. I don't know what the inspiration was, but it looks beautiful on her. It definitely was like pretty dramatic, but I think that's what she was going for. She was going for that like hold the hand, look to the audience drama. I will say that I liked her swimsuit performance better than her evening gown performance. The evening gown performance didn't really do it for me, but again, outstanding. Misamis Oriental, Caroline Joy. Okay, you guys, some of you are mixed with this gown. I have to be honest and say this gown was a bit of a miss for me. When she came out, I was like, ooh, colors, stripes. And then I saw the skirt and I was like, wait, what's happening here? So to me, I don't know if there might be like reason behind this gown. I'm sure that it has like a purpose, but in terms of just like a spectator watching, I felt like the two portions of the gown just clashed too much. It didn't flow, it cut her off. It just wasn't working for me. Again, there might be meaning behind it, so I don't want to like bash the gown. I just felt like it didn't flow like it could have. Now we have Mandaue City wearing this. I jokingly called it in my live reaction the lettuce dress or lettuce gown, and it was definitely making a statement. Like her and Misamis Oriental were two of my big surprises in the swimsuit competition. I thought they just did such a phenomenal job in swimsuit. I wanted to see more from them in the gown, but like I said, there was a bit of a miss for me in the gown for them. Now we have Miss Taguig, Sandra Lamanon. What a stunning queen. She reminds me of like, I don't even know who. Like, she has this like sultry vibe, sexy queen. Loved her hair, loved the gown. It definitely reminded me of like water, waves, absolutely gorgeous. And she did have a photo in this, I think like on a beach or something, which I'm guessing this must symbolize like the water of the Philippines. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, she looks stunning nonetheless. And now we have Miss Quezon City, Michelle. At first I thought this gown was black, then I thought it was gray, and I believe it's actually green. So I wasn't right away, but I was so thrilled to see her coming out in this gown. If you guys saw my review on the prelim performance, the prelim gown performance, I was so disappointed that she wore something that I felt like covered up her body, and we want to see that. We want to see that gorgeous silhouette that she has, and this gown showed it off. I think she is so gorgeous. Like, her face, stunning. Now we have Miss Romblon wearing this gold sexy gown. It's those shoes. Wow, look how tall her shoes are. Gee, oh my god. Okay, I'm going to be honest, this was probably my least favorite gown performance, I think, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just like I felt like she couldn't walk properly in the shoes. I wasn't really sure what was happening. I don't really know. I don't know if you guys feel the same about that. This was not my favorite gown performance. Of course she looks stunning. All these women are stunning, gorgeous. They're the top 16 at Miss Universe Philippines, so of course they're gonna be gorgeous. Then we have Miss Pasig. I was a little bit, I don't want to say disappointed, but I think that I was so disappointed in her statement, or not disappointed, what's the right word? I felt bad for her because she stumbled in the statement, and then when I saw her in gown, I just had those carried over feelings of feeling bad, and I felt like she could have changed up her facial expressions a little bit, but she looked gorgeous. I loved her hair. She has a stunning face. Again, the pose, it was there, but it wasn't like 100%. Like I felt like it could be better. And then we have Miss Cinderella, as I am going to call her, Bella. Bella was totally giving the Disney Princess Cinderella vibes. I've actually seen some people posting a side-by-side of her gown performance and Cinderella, like from the movie Cinderella, because they gave a very similar spin, a very similar twirl, and I'm gonna guess that was part of her inspiration for this gown performance. If you guys saw my live review, I was not a fan of the fact that this was a two-piece. I felt like it just kind of, I don't know, like made it a little bit too, not even teen, because I mean there's cleavage happening here. It took down the elegance for me, I guess, the fact that it was two-piece. I don't really know what I'm trying to get at with that, but I will say the spins at first, I was like, no, 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 I don't like this, no, no, no. That was my feeling in the live review, but upon watching it a little bit more, Ted's on his way in. Upon watching it again, I actually have a better appreciation for it now because I feel like I understand where the inspiration was coming from. So my mind has changed a little bit with that. I think you guys probably know my favorite gown performances were Davao City and Bohol. I was convinced that Bohol and Iloilo City were going to be the two standing at the end after I found out that Davao City did not make the top 5, but I was very much wrong, and Bohol I think ended up being the third runner-up, so I was not correct on that. But obviously I have a soft spot in my heart for Davao City. Loved her gown performance. I just think she is totally a queen. And then Bohol's evening gown performance just blew me out of the water. I was so impressed with her. I thought it was incredible. So let me know in the comments, who were your favorite evening gown performances at Miss Universe Philippines 2020? And as always, if you guys want to see more from me, you can hit subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and you'll be notified when all my new videos come out. I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for all of your support, for watching, for liking, for commenting. You guys are the best, and I am so honored that you're tuning in.